Hi friends, thanks for joining me. Welcome back to another episode of Comedy Kitchen. Today we are going ham on some sandwiches. That plus jokes coming up right now. Before we get started today, let's just get this out of the way. This is a vaguely Easter-inspired recipe because Easter is weird, and I don't understand it, and I don't know what we eat for Easter. We hide eggs in the backyard. The bunny is creepy. Also, we eat deviled eggs on a holiday about Jesus. Doesn't that feel a little contradictory? As a kid, I enjoyed the candy, but as an adult, it just feels like another day that we're forced to spend time with our families. So we are gonna skip Easter here and go straight to the leftovers. Now, as a millennial in San Francisco, one of the biggest challenges I face every day is, where am I gonna get my avocado toast? I recently came across a very interesting restaurant in San Francisco called Cafe St. Jorge, and as I was reading the menu, I saw a sandwich called the Goose is Loose, consisting of ham, Portuguese cheese, and bananas. Sounds weird. Let's do this. I was honestly a little skeptical, but wow, this sandwich was delicious. Sweet, savory, salty. It hit all of the right notes. It was a masterpiece. And with Easter right around the corner, I can't think of a better way to honor that delicious memory than to share this recipe with all of you. For this recipe, we're gonna use 2 ripe bananas. We want them to be ripe, but not mushy. So we will remove the peel here. We're gonna cut it in half widthwise. Then we're gonna cut it into a few big long slices. Now we're gonna set this aside and move on to the rest of our ingredients. Right, I've got a couple slices of sourdough bread here, but you can use whatever you prefer. We're gonna spread a thin layer of butter on one side of each of these pieces of bread. Now I'm gonna spread a thin layer of mustard on one slice of bread. And let's add some cheese. I've got 2 slices of pepper jack cheese here, but any mild white cheese will work well for this. Let's add some sliced ham. You'll want maybe 8 ounces or so overall. All right, let's add a few slices of banana, and then we'll seal it up, keeping the buttered side of the bread on the outside. All right, I've got a skillet here that's been heating up over medium-low heat. So let's take our sandwich and place it on the skillet. We're gonna go panini style with this sandwich today. So I'm gonna press this down with a spatula kind of firmly to flatten it out a little bit. We wanna cook this kind of low and slow to make sure we don't burn the bread. So it's gonna be about 5 to 6 minutes on each side until we've got a nice golden crust on our bread and the cheese is melted. Personally, I don't need any fancy holidays to celebrate Jesus, okay? I honor him every day by looking just like him and drinking lots of wine. All right, let's carefully flip this. Look at that. I think we're doing pretty good here, guys. Too bad I don't have enough for everybody. So, sorry about that. All right, we'll press down on this a bit more to keep flattening it out. All right, I think this is done cooking, so let's pop it onto our cutting board here. And let's cut this in half. Check that out, people. Doesn't that look delicious? Hey, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of Comedy Kitchen. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a happy Easter. Say hi to the bunny or whatever you guys do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have got another delicious recipe coming out for you next week, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, so we will see you then. Thank you.